Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, I wanted to talk about rerolling and the test server. Two separate topics that get combined into one because you can reroll on the test. But why I'm really enjoying the test server at the moment, because the things you can sort of accomplish free to play that I haven't been able to do even with spending on the global server, but then also rerolling, because rerolling at the moment is absolutely ridiculous. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're here on a fresh account, and the reason I jumped here is because I just basically did the first tutorial summon, entered all the codes available, and this is what we end up with. Now, keep in mind, on global server, there's more active codes. Some of the codes don't work on the test server. This is on the test server. If you want to know how to get onto the test server, link in the description. You'll have to have Android, or you'll have to do it on your PC using an emulator. You can't do this on iPhone, unfortunately. But basically, the test server, some of the codes aren't active on it. The cool thing about the test server is, firstly, we still have the redemption code button, so no website needed. No website due to the fact of no iOS for this. But as you can see, we got like at the time of recording this, we've got those two codes that they gave out, which have like the 10 of each scrolls and also the 10 Stargazer tickets, and then we have the 30 faction scroll code, and then we have the 30 normal scroll code. So those ones all work here, and those are the important ones. All the other little ones that don't work here are like 100 diamonds and stuff like that. Nothing massive. But the test server, what I'm going to do is we'll come back and we'll do some summons, because I'm a summon addict and I just wanted an excuse to basically pop some summons. But I wanted to jump over to my free-to-play account and go over why I'm actually really thoroughly enjoying the test server. But keep in mind, if you want to just reroll on global server, make an alt, something like that, just roll on a new server, go nuts. It's super fun, really quick. It's like a 5 to 10 minute process to get through the tutorial. Then you get into your summons and it's all good stuff. But I'll jump over to my free-to-play account and we'll go through some stuff. Here we are. So the main reason that I'm really loving the test server, now don't get me wrong, I still really like global server, higher population, more people to play with, more active guilds, all that sort of stuff. Global's grouse. But for doing like an alt account, if you are thinking about making an alt account, the thing about having the test server that I really like, it's just two apps that I can swap between. Also, I can have one. You can have them both running on separate instances, or one on, like, I've got two phones. I can be doing dailies on two phones. I know it's something very minor, but I like having the alt account on the separate like actual server, not just the server number, but the actual separate app. Because then I can play on multiple devices or multiple instances really easily, and just play both accounts if, you know, I'm sitting there and I got nothing to do and I can just tap both of them. I really like that for the alt account for this. But also the other reason I really enjoy the test server is this. This is my free-to-play account, and as you can see, Legends Challenger Tournament, we're sitting at 28. I have not done any offensive battles this week. Wow. Wow. Dude really wanted to beat me. Dude really wanted to beat me. What have you got? Hey, you ain't beating my irons. But that dude really wanted to beat me. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't really, he was 32, 28. Yeah, so like I haven't done any attacks. It's not too long. As you can see, new season starts in 16 hours. So I'll probably end up doing a little push here. I'll probably cover this as well, because this will be my first time actually having a crack at getting into qualifying and doing the Legends Championship. I did qualify last time for the pairing matches, but I forgot to set my teams, so I instantly lost everything. But yeah, this is the main reason. This sort of thing in the Challenges Arena, especially, like, obviously top 10 is still going to be hard for me. But keep in mind, I haven't spent any money. If you did a light spending account where it was like, you know, you spent, you know, progress packs and stuff like that, you could quite easily push. Now, obviously it depends on when you start, which bracket you get into, which server you're on, all stuff like that. But this just blew my mind that I could get here. The end of the last season, I actually finished in rank 7 and went into the pairing matches, but didn't have my teams. So like you can really push a lot easier over here than you can on global. Now on global, there is still free-to-play players who I've seen get in top 10s and stuff like that. However, those are much older accounts that have just basically outlasted all the whales that have fallen off and stuff like that. And you can really do it free to play on the global, but it takes a lot longer in my opinion. This to me is fantastic, and that's why I really like the test server. But hey, let's jump over, do some summons, show the kind of thing you can get because I'm an addict to summons. But yeah, if you're gonna actually reroll, I definitely recommend the test server if you do have an Android. It's really nice. Or if you can play it on PC. But you know, global's still cool because you can play in your same guilds and stuff like that. But hey, let's do some summons. Okay, so here we are. And like I said, those codes that give all the good goodies, the 4 good ones, the 30 scrolls, 30 faction scrolls, 10, 10, and 10, and the 10, 10, and 10, those don't have a set defined end date. So I don't know when they're going to end. So I don't know how long this is going to be doable for. When we jump into the summons, don't forget that your first 10 pull of either is guaranteed to have a, this one doesn't actually say it, but I've never had my first 10 pull of faction scrolls not give a guaranteed purple. So you get a guaranteed purple from your first one of this and your first one of this, and hopefully you can get something nice. When you're re-rolling, you're definitely looking for a godly start, like at least like 2 copies of the hero you want to use as main carry. I normally look at Iron, Saurus, Stitchy are the main ones that I really focus on. So we're gonna do this because I had done my new account with it, which I'm not going for dimensionals on, with Graveborn. I think Graveborn is the best starter faction at the moment. If you can get Silas and Stitchy, throw an Odin, a Pharrell, stuff like that, really good faction for it. So let's jump in and do some of these, and keep in mind sometimes there will be codes active. They've gone through periods of having codes active that will give you purple stones. There is just none at the moment. So let's jump in because I'm an addict. Let's see what we can get. Oh, rip, 2 blues. We got the Leica. Oh yeah, and I'll show you my wish list. This is what I do for the wish list. Lightbearer is pretty stable for me. Maulers, I just went Titus and Dres because I was like, you know, for most people, if you're looking at Abyssal Expedition, they're going to be really good because Rangers are always good. I just like Chicken and Sophia, and Brutus, I always just put him in. That's my Wilders, pretty staple. You can swap Pippa out for Namora, and that's pretty much my staple Graveborn. Like, it's tempting to, and I might just do it on this one because it's for the lols anyway. Odin's really nice in the early game, so I do like having him in. Having said that, Nara can also be really nice for countering certain enemies. So let's go here. Let's see if we can get some decent rates. Okay, we've had 2 blues and 3 blues. Come on. 3 blues again. So this is what you would refer to as a cursed account, and you would not play this account. You would scrap it instantly. There's the Sophia. Unfortunately, Maulers really suck in the early game. There's no Mauler you really want to pull in the early game. Maybe 1 copy of Brutus for the invincibility shield, but that is about it. Listen, we ain't going to do that one because we need to change. Oh no, we already did change the faction. All right, let's do the temple. Let's do that. And this is definitely a scrapped account because you want to get good rates. Like, you want to get more than 1 every 3 10 pulls. So there we go. There's that guaranteed on the factions we talk about. There's a Pharrell. Like I said, I feel like you really want to, when you go factions on rerolls, go Graveborn or Wilders, because those are the 2 main factions that have the carry of Stitchy, or you've got Iron and Saurus if you go for the Wilders. And as you can see, this account is absolute trash. What do we get? There's the Silas. Like I said, Silas Stitchy, my favorite early game combo by far. So get around if you can. And just like that, you're up to 100 summons. And over on my new account, within 2 days, I think it was, I was at 300 summons. So you can ramp up really quick and get a lot of summons. And if you get one that's pretty decent and you like, you can go a day of playing it. It's a bit of fun. If you get bad rolls past that, you can always try again. It's completely up to you. Let's go ahead and pop Graveborn for this one. And then that will be the end of it. And there is a Nara, who I believe I took off the wish list for Odin, but I must have done something else. Okay. Oh, no, rip. That was the cards. They do not obey the wish list. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one, guys. Like I said, I'm just having a blast on my free-to-play account on the test server due to that fact that I can get climbing in Arena that I can't anywhere else. Plus, it's just a fantastic time to reroll. So if you want to mix the 2 together, make an alt on the test server, go ham. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.